Hey guys, what is up? My name is Green Machine Sam. This is Arizona Cardinals franchise. This is also probably going to be one of my first videos up on my channel. If you know me from my old channel, I just stopped posting and I was kind of done with it. I didn't really want to go back to it anyway. Um, so we're going to start with Arizona Cardinals franchise. Now, the reason why I'm using them is because I think they have a pretty decent team. Now, I turned off pre-existing injuries and we're starting on preseason week 1. I'm allowed to trade whoever and whenever I want. I'm allowed to cut, sign, and do whatever I want. So this is essentially my team, and I'm the GM. Low overalls are going to be cut, and will be replaced with 1-year guys. Old guys that won't progress anymore will probably be traded. Guys on expiring contracts or big contracts like DJ Humphries will probably get traded as well. Anybody that I do not see fit as future plans, besides probably Larry Fitzgerald, will probably be gone. I'm gonna put that out there. Unless they can't be traded, like somebody like a Clinton McDonald. I know he probably won't be able to get traded, or even a Zach Kerr. They might not get traded then. We might move him to defensive tackle and just say hopefully they can either play or hopefully their overall will go up. I do plan on running a 4-3, and I do plan on running Cliff Kingsbury's offense. Sorry, I couldn't speak there. Um, so there's gonna be some changes. So a lot of these outside backers I won't need. Um, Pat Pete will probably be here for 1, maybe 2 years. Because if you've played any type of franchise, you know how hard it hits Pat Pete. Pat Pete's in the 80s by like year 3. I mean, he's not even in the 80s. I think he's at like a 79 by year 3. So, yeah, it's not great. Um, a lot of young guys are going to get a lot of play time. So, we're going to break down the roster real quick. At quarterback, I think we're fine. We might look to trade Brett Hundley and bring in Tyree Jackson, but they have about the same stats. Uh, Brett Hundley doesn't have as big of an arm, but is better in the short and medium game than Tyree Jackson. So Tyree Jackson might be a practice squad player that I look to bring in. DJ Foster is gone. He doesn't do anything special. He's not great at anything, so he's gone. He's a 61 overall with already in his 4th year. Yeah, he's gone. In real life, I think he's like he might be the personal protector on the punt team. I don't watch Arizona. I live in the Midwest, so don't really get very many Arizona games. They don't have a fullback. That's probably going to change. Wide receiver. Larry Fitzgerald is staying. He has 83 speed. Doesn't mean he's going to get a whole lot of playtime, but he will be staying. He will get some reps. Christian Kirk, going to be one of the main focus. Bird, I don't want to butcher his first name. Demir Bird, something along that line. He's good. I like him, but he's 26. He's 72, and I have Andy Isabella. I think it's Isabella. Yeah, Isabella. So he's gonna be staying. So Bird's out. He's gone. Whatever. Hakeem Butler. He's good, but he's a year older than all the other wide receivers, and he's technically injured in real life, and he doesn't go up and get the football, from what I can tell. He just doesn't have the stats. Trent Sherfield out of Vanderbilt, 2nd-year guy, doesn't do anything fantastic, and I think I'd rather have Keyshawn Johnson getting playtime. Farrah Cooper is also gone. We're just going to release him right now. I know also another like special teamer ace guy, so he's gone. He's not going to have any trade value. Neither is DJ Foster, so we're just going to get rid of both of them right now. I have running backs maybe in mind. Charles Clay, probably gone. He's 30. He's going to just drop to 75 after this year. Max Williams is 25. We could technically play with him for right now. I think we're going to end up keeping him unless this is his last year of his contract. Then he'll probably be traded. I think it is his last year of his contract. Contract, years remaining, 1. He's probably traded. So, tight end, not looking good. Now, this is probably the worst offensive line in football if you take the starters away. If you take the starters away, this is easily the worst line. DJ Humphries is going to be traded. These two guys might be staying. I don't know. Justin Pugh, gone. Max Garcia, gone. Lamont Gillard is probably the only bright spot of this team. Out of Georgia, so he's one of my boys. I like the Georgia Bulldogs, so he's definitely going to be staying 23. Mason Cole, I thought he would be a lot higher than this, but based on how bad the O-line played last year, I can understand why he's so low. AQ Shipley, I like him, but he's 33. He's 63. He's not going to get any better. He's just going to continue to get worse. He's probably going to be in the 50s by the end of this year. J.R. Sweezy, no, he's gone. Marcus Gilbert, we could keep him. He would probably be around a 78 next year. But if we're just going to revamp the whole O-line, and if I'm kind of going to go into tank mode the first year, don't really need him. This whole D-line can basically get thrown away besides Zach Allen. Like, there's nothing special here. There's nobody that's going to progress significantly. Most of them are going to regress, and some of them are coming off contract. Chandler Jones will probably be around for a year or two. Brooks Reed is out. He's gone. I'm done with him. Jordan Hicks and Hassan Reddick are probably the two brightest spots on the defensive side of the ball besides, their safeties. Terrell Suggs, gone. Cassius Marsh, gone. Basically all the outside linebackers are gone. Pat Pete, like I said, 2-3 years. Byron Murphy, very good. Probably going to look to play him outside, if anything, but we'll move him in the slot if we have to. Robert Alford, gone. Tremaine Brock Sr., gone. Brandon Williams, gone. Kevin Peterson, gone. Chris Jones, gone. Like, I can go on and on. Most of these guys, Charles Washington's probably gone, as well as Chris Banjo. Deontay Thompson, I'm actually fine with. I actually had him as my second best safety behind Nasir Adderley, so he will get playtime. Zane Gonzalez, gone. We're gonna bring in a different kicker. Andy Lee is okay. We can keep him for now. Ryan Winslow, gone. Like, punters, you can always find a 70 overall punter in the free agency. For picks, we have Miami's 5th round pick, but other than that, we're missing our 6th, so that's not bad. We'll be looking to pick up picks of this year or next year, either way, for the players that I'm trading. If I can get somebody young, I will. So this was just mostly the breakdown and stuff. We're going to go ahead and head over to options now and go into sliders. So XP sliders, I've been messing with these a little bit. Quarterbacks are going to jump up to 110, halfbacks up to 120, tight ends up to 130, wide receivers up to 110, fullbacks up to 130. Line is just going to be 130 across the board as well. Everybody says that, like, XP sliders play okay. Well, they do okay. Defensive ends, I can't speak, Jesus Christ, up to 125. Defensive tackles up to 130. Middle linebackers up to 110. Outside up to 110. Corners up to 115. Safeties up to 110. And then kickers and punters are going to be up to 150. But I did some just 5 years by 5 years by 5 years simulations, and after about 8 years, it does not look good. There's maybe 1090s, and that's from this year's rookie class, and they're starting to regress heavily. So forgot to mess with the gameplay sliders. So we will be rocking all Madden. QB accuracy is going to stay at 50 for now. Pass block is going up to 55. Wide receiver catching is going up to 52. Run block is going up to down to 49. Fumbles are going up to 60 because I know how ridiculous those are. Everything else is going to stay the same. QB accuracy is going down to 25. Their pass block is going down to 48 for now. And then most of their stats can stay the same. Injuries are going down to 29, maybe 30. Offsides is going up 1. False start is going down. Holding's going down. Face mask is going way down to 30. Defensive pass interference is going up to 60. Illegal block in the back is going down to 45. And roughing the passer is going up to 52. I'll mess with it a little bit in the preseason as well. Um, okay, so I'm back. Sorry, there was a noise in my house, so I had to go deal with it. Um, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna run through free agency real quick. God damn it, Andrew Luck's not supposed to be here. Okay, for some reason he's here, so I gotta deal with his shit now. I gotta make sure Antonio Brown's not on the Pats then. Okay, yeah, no, he's not here. So I gotta deal with his shit. So I gotta sign him. Gotta put him as a punter. I'll take the contract off my salary and stuff, just so that it doesn't affect me. So yes, Andrew Luck is technically coming to the team. Granted, he's not gonna be starting, and granted, he's gonna get released within a week. Tyree Jackson's gonna get signed right now, and then we'll just drop him to practice squad. Uh, we got some options here. I have a couple players in mind for running back. A couple of them being Josh Adams from the Eagles and Notre Dame. I think Jets as well. I think Jets had him last. As well as Corey Grant, and that's about it. I don't really want anybody else. So those are the guys I'm looking at. I think we're just going to sign them because I think those are the guys that I want. Corey Grant. Corey Grant just has nice speed, decent acceleration, so he can be a good player for us. Josh Adams, young, talented, good power back, decent elusive back. Trey Madden, he's pretty good, but Aaron Ripkowski apparently is the best blocking, which isn't great. I think we're going to end up just going with Trey Madden here. 26, 3 years in the league. So at wide receiver, I don't really see anybody besides maybe Cameron Meredith. But he's already 26, so I don't really know if I want to do that. Still looking. I think I have somebody in mind. I just don't know if I really want to do it. Which would be Emmanuel Hall. 93 speed, 94 excel, good catching, 6'3", 195. He's a beast. And I'm not seeing anybody else that I really want to bring in. I did do this in one of my, like, you guys definitely won't see it, but I did it in one of my rebuilds. Oh, I guess they signed him officially to their squad. I was gonna get Lil Jordan Humphrey and move him to tight end because he's 6'4", like 220. And then after like a year or so, I add like 10 pounds to him and say, oh no, he gained 10 pounds in the off season, type of thing. So yeah, Emmanuel Hall is gonna come. Like I said, he's 22. He's a decent player, so. Looking at tight end, Dan Arnold's here, which isn't bad. Daryl Daniels. He's a guy that I might look to bring in, as well as Rico Gathers and Timuchin Hodges, known as Bucky Hodges, if you played Madden 19. Lineman can wait for now, because I don't even know what I'm doing yet with that. Yeah, so we're going to go back to tight end real quick. Dan Arnold, even though his blocking is complete dog shit and he only weighs 220. Now the question is, do I want Darren Daniels? Yeah, I'm going with Darren Daniels. I like running a 4 tight end group, because then I can either play one of them at fullback, or then I just have depth. And one's normally like a pretty good receiver like Timuchin Hodges, so he can play like 7th string wide receiver, I guess. We're going Rico Gathers because he's just big as fuck for no reason. Desmond Harrison will probably be the left tackle that we pick up to play for us. Some other guys, we might just sign some of these older guys to 1-year deals and just hope that they hold up enough. Willie Henry is definitely a player that I would like to bring in. Nobody else really. Anthony Zettle's not bad. As well as Darius Philon. Philon? Something. So we'll look at him at a later date. I don't really know a lot of these people that I want to bring in. Like, well, I know a lot of them. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is I don't know if I want to bring any of these guys in. Obi Melfano might be an interesting one. Greg Stronman will be an interesting one. Tess Tabor is going to be an interesting one, as well as Nick Nelson. I'm definitely looking at youth over talent right now, so got to keep that in mind. So like Sayu Cravens if he's still here, and Josh Jones would be pretty good backups. We could go Phil Dawson for a 1-year guy. I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. So, Phil Dawson, welcome back. We're going to sign Cravens, and we're going to sign Josh Jones as our 2 backup safeties. So, yeah, a lot of these guys will be gone by next year probably, because a lot of them, if they increase at all and if they want money, we probably aren't going to pay them. Just going to put that out there. Ooh, there is actually a free safety I want. TJ Green, 6'3", nice speed. I don't really care about money right now, just for the fact that, like, I'm not going to have him next year, more than likely. So, Greg Stronman's going to come. I know he's a decent kick returner, too. Tez Tabor is going to come. It really makes you wonder, like, some of these teams are giving up on these guys so early that you almost have to sit back and say, like, how bad are they at practice that they are already gave up on? Like, it's so weird. Michael Jackson Sr. out of Miami. We're going to take him. Another one of my favorite schools. Brandon Marshall will be our 3rd string middle linebacker, or one of our outside backers, I think. We could bring in Yachi Polite out of Florida. What is it? What was he? 3rd round pick? I think so. I haven't completely decided what I'm doing, but either way, I want Brandon Marshall on my team. So, other than that, so far, I think we're good. So if there's any trades or anything that goes down, I'll let you guys know. So I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so for the first trade, I'm just going down the list, just trying to find people who have greens. Trent Sherfield, Charles Clay, and Demir Bird all had green on Oakland Raiders. So I'm going with a first of this year, which I think would be, is that the Bears pick, and a second of next year. With this trade, we are sending Tremaine Brock Sr. and Marcus Gilbert to the New York Giants for Aldrich Rosas, Rhett Ellison, and Lorenzo Carter. Now, Aldrich Rosas, obvious. He's the second best kicker in the league right now. So, it solves our kicking problems from here on out. Rhett Ellison is a good blocking tight end. I very much like him. He might move to fullback, or he might play a little bit of fullback. And Lorenzo Carter, good, young, talented fit for us. With this trade, we are sending Max Williams and Jordan Mills to the Dolphins for Matt Hawk and Jerome Baker. With this trade, we are sending Justin Pugh, is it DJ Humphries, and Brandon Williams to the Carolina Panthers for their first this year and a 4th next year. With this trade, we are sending AQ Shipley, Max Garcia, and I think this is Josh Shaw to the Kansas City Chiefs for 2 5s, one of this year, one of next year. With this trade, we are sending J.R. Sweezy, I think it's Chris Banjo, and Julian Thompson, I would have to say. I'm not 100% sure. They're backups, they're 3rd strings, they're special teamers. I don't really need to know their names. They're not on the team either, so I don't really need to know them. for Rashawn Gary and Josh Jackson. 3 no-name special teamers for a 7th from the Eagles. Just felt like getting rid of them, getting money off the books, and people that I just don't want. With this next trade, we are trading Jonathan Bullard, Cassius Marsh, and Rodney Gunter for a 1 of this year and Jermaine Pratt from the Cincinnati Bengals. With this next trade, we are trading Robert Alford and 2 5s of next year for Ali Marpet. With this trade, we are trading Terrell Suggs, Corey Peters for Quentin Nelson. With this trade, we are trading with my current favorite team, the Chicago Bears. We're trading Zach Kerr for Bilal Nichols and Joel. I don't even want to say it. With this trade, we are sending Clinton McDonald to the Panthers for Ian Thomas, straight up. With this trade, we are sending Brooks Reed for Solomon Thomas and Kello Witherspoon. With this trade, we are sending Dan Arnold and Rico Gathers and a future 4 for Jordan Lewis and Dalton Schultz. With this trade, we are trading Tamuchin Hodges, Darren Daniels, and a future 7 for Jake Butt. With this trade, we are trading Mason Cole, a 6 and a 7 for Terrell Crosby and a future 4. With this trade, we are going to trade Trey Madden and a 7th of this year for Blake Cashman off the Jets. With this trade, we are trading away Michael Dogba, I don't know, Dogby for all I care, Jordan Hicks, and a 4th of this year for Yawan Bentley, Chase Winovich, and a 2nd of next year. Okay, so done trading. Basically, this team is no longer what it was. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. This is episode 1 or 0, whatever you want to call it. This is also the start to my channel. Hopefully you guys will stick around and watch me. If this is your first video you're watching, there might not be anything else up on the channel right now, but if not, then just wait. I hope to be posting daily. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for giving me the chance. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, because if you like and if you subscribe, it gets out to more people and we can grow together. Thank you guys very much. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.